Hello, and welcome to Crackin Furphys. I mean, we're a big daddy podfather down this week, but it's me, you're one of the hosts, Tom, and our good buddy Dan here, ready to chew the fat and shoot the shit with a few
Hello.
good news. How the bloody hell have you been, Dan?
Oh, I've been good. I've been busy. I've been good. We're doing this on a random Tuesday night as it's kind of the time we could throw it together, and Podfather's off doing big daddy things, but here we are.
Here we are, enjoying it. We kind of missed the Friday. We missed the boat previous week, but we've decided, to jump back on. And
things be the way they be.
Yeah, life be lifing.
It's a busy time of year for a lot of people, so look,
sure
we better late than never, we say. Minus a few members.
Yeah, that's right. We're a very minimal cast tonight, but that's all right. Just you and myself, but we'll make it work. We've got some fun stuff. Now, you said that you had a couple of drinks semi-prepared. Let's talk shop while we're here at the bar.
Looks like we're at the non-alcoholic bar tonight, seeing as it is a school night after all.
That's right.
I'm on the healthy stuff. I'm on the sparkling water, which may disappoint a lot of our 5 listeners. I'm sure it's not the stuff that just tastes like TV static. There is a little bit of lemon in there and a little bit of pineapple in the other one, but
I don't mind the citrus.
Need a little bit of something to make that fizziness go down.
Damn straight. I myself am on the solos, not the hard solos, because I'm still repping the no booze, but
Is a solo man tonight? Sure.
Well, we'll not flying solo. I've got you here with me.
Don't mind a good old solo. It's a soft drink of choice when I do have a sugary drink.
Being able to slam it down fast, as they used to say.
Quench that thirst.
Well, how's work been, Dan? I mean, it's been a little over a week since we chatted last. Anything interesting popping up?
Well, work is going all right. Busy, but a lot of it is just kind of also busy work, like preparing for upcoming filming days. I work in marketing and fundraising for the unaware. So preparing stuff for the launch of our major campaign at the start of April, which involves redoing the entire campaign website. So
nice.
Doing lots of little different bits and pieces here and there that don't seem like a lot at the moment, but in a couple of weeks will all add up into something pretty big. So
nice.
Gears are turning.
Any little exclusive tidbits you can let drop, or is it all hush hush? You can't really let the general public know what you're working on.
What I can say, you didn't hear this here, dear listener, but November, Mildura, look out.
Oh, look out. Destination holiday.
It's all happening, going down in November in the middle of nowhere.
The bush stuff.
Just about Lake Coleraine, which is not a place I've actually ever heard of before.
I've never heard of that either.
But apparently it's a place that exists. I'm sure Ollie Chaston may have heard of it before, but
yes,
one of our favourite dear listeners.
Hey, he's driving tractors, is he? Like he's a fairly, I don't know, out there kind of farm worker.
He's a fairly tractor-bound kind of guy, I think.
Nice.
Tied to his tractor.
We've just got word from our fearless leader, the Podfather. He said he might be jumping on. He might be guesting. So
stay on the edge of your seat, listeners. It's all.
That's right.
The exciting things are all happening here.
That is right.
Also for the audio listeners, Tom's dog has just jumped on his lap and is looking at him with the most precious look of love in his eyes at the moment.
Yeah, Willow's a good girl. She keeps me company here when we usually do the podcast. she's usually curled up my feet, but she doesn't see me much today, so
she's looking right up into his eyes with a look of what I can only describe as adoration.
Oh, oh!
And she's just sneezed. So that's what she thinks of my description of her.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Hey. Oh, little one. Well, yeah. Well, it's good to hear that things are keeping busy. Me, myself, I've just been kind of flat out with work. Our regional manager is away. She's off semi-chaperoning nieces she went to Melbourne to chaperone them for the Taylor Swift concert.
Yes.
And she's staying up there for Pink as well. So
got the double act happening.
Yeah, I don't think she went to Taylor Swift because the tickets were tight, but I'm fairly certain she's going to Pink and she's going to enjoy that.
The tickets were insane.
Yeah, my partner got to go, so she was stoked. She told me all about it. She's one of those proud few of the 96,000 that were there every night. Yeah.
Look,
yeah,
people can like what they like, but especially at the moment, I am just so sick and tired of hearing about Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Yep, I'm with that. They took over the radio like a whole day. And
I don't need to hear about what her private jet's doing and why Americans are upset that the MCG doesn't have visible car parks. Just let me have a day, please. Right. People can like what they like. That's fine. If you like her music, great. If you don't, whatever. Just stop telling me what every tiny little thing she's doing, please.
But how will you go on without knowing that she grew up on a Christmas tree farm, Dan? How will you continue living?
That's vitally the people apparently need to know. They need to know that what Jason Kelce is maybe coming to Australia, maybe not. Who knows? But we need to tell everyone.
That's right. Just in case. Well, shall we move on to our Furphs and shoot the shit afterwards? Maybe a little bit.
Maybe, because there may be a special guest appearance later. There may not be.
That's right. He could open this thing wide up again. Rock, paper, scissors just to see who goes first.
This works really well on an audio medium, but let's do it.
All right, you ready? Do we go on 1, 2, 3, then go, or 1, 2, 3?
1, 2, 3, then go.
Okay. 1, 2, 3,
go.
Oh shit.
Snip, snip. Yep. I went scissors.
You win.
Does that mean I get the right to go first or the right to dictate?
You get the right to dictate.
No, I'm going to say that I will go second today.
Oh, look out. He's taking a back seat. It's unlike you, Dan.
It's just that I'm trying to save up for the biggest potential audience, maybe.
Oh, there we go. All right.
All fueled by ego, of course.
Oh, clearly. You got to let the opening act warm them up, and then you get to drive it home. Now, I've kept mine all short, sharp, and shiny this week. And I'm a man that loves themes. Last episode was animals. This week, puppets.
We are nothing if not theme lovers, but puppets slightly terrifying.
Well, story number 1. Elmo takes turn as a therapist after asking, "How's everybody going?" Second is Kermit the Frog voice actor Steve Whitmere fired after 27 years by Muppets bosses. And the third and final story, Swedish chef to host cooking show on Disney Plus alongside celebrity chefs.
I'm very glad that this was Muppets and not puppets, which has slightly eased my terror.
Yeah. I read the Goosebumps books when I was a kid, and I can't remember the name of it. It wasn't Chucky, but it was like some other creepy puppet.
Yeah.
It's
like the one with like a ventriloquist dummy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not it.
Creepy. I don't like it. All right. So first story, at a glance, it might have looked like a run-of-the-mill social media check-in. How's everybody going? But the message came from Elmo, the furry red friend to kids, Muppets, and anyone else. Elmo is known on Sesame Street and beyond for his capacity to care. He was flooded with responses on X, Instagram, Threads, and Facebook, and conversations sparked on Reddit and elsewhere. People unburdened themselves, and Elmo took it all in. That's my short little tidbit there. Earlier this week, it was reported that Kermit the Frog voice actor Steve Whitmore was to step down from his role after 27 years. However, the long-standing cast member has now revealed in an open letter that he was fired by the Muppets bosses. Matt Vogel was announced as Whitmore's replacement, having voiced the beloved amphibian character in various TV shows and films since 1990. The reason for his departure had been unclear until an open letter he posted to his blog Muppet Pundit, which expresses his sadness over being fired last October. I think we're just dealing with some technical issues here. And last but not least, following the resurge in popularity in the Muppets in the recent years, Disney Plus will capitalize, seeing the Swedish Chef host a cooking show aimed at young adults. The show will star chefs including Gordon Ramsay, Michelle Roux, Jamie Oliver, Bobby Flay, and even popular destination host Guy Fieri. It's aimed at broadening young people's horizons and seeing cooking, and this will be heading to the streaming service late October.
Just quietly, I think the Swedish Chef might actually be a better chef than Jamie Oliver.
I used to really like his shows back in the early days before he made it like really, really big. I think like The Naked Chef was one of his earlier TV shows, and that was brilliant. It was like how to cook when you're a like college age person and impress your friends. Now it's all kind of cheeky wank.
Oh,
hello!
He's finally made it to the pub just in time to miss the first round.
Oh, thank God! I dare say it would have been a boring round anyway. I don't know whose it was, but I'm just going to really try and insult whoever it was.
You can still take a guess. We haven't made our guesses, but we're just talking about the cuisine of Jamie Oliver and how he compares to the Swedish Chef from Muppets.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I like Jamie Oliver. Haven't seen him in quite a while.
Ooh, going against the grain.
Yeah, no, Jamie Oliver, he was all right. He's better than that one in the Coles ads all the time. I've got nothing against him, but I don't particularly have like a. No, I don't have much love for him. I've got his name.
No love.
But
I think it's just Curtis Stone.
Yeah, there we go. Curtis Stone.
He was on MasterChef and he was everywhere. I don't know. I don't know if that's enough. I like Jamie Oliver. I think it stuck out a lot because when I remember that big documentary about was it chicken back years ago? I think that was pretty eye-opening. Yeah. So I think for like the food industry, Jamie Oliver's done quite a lot. So a lot of respect for Jamie Oliver. Yeah. Mm. And Muppets, I didn't really watch the Muppets. I like a few of them, but
I watched the Muppets Christmas Carol end of last year.
Nice.
Great film, holds up.
Holds up. Yeah, beautiful.
Need more Muppets media, please. Get to it, Disney Plus.
Well,
which hopefully which ties into may tie into my guess.
Yes.
Just as like the producer, as far as Crackin Furphys goes, boys, are you guys recording this or anything? Like, what's going on here?
We can confirm we are recording, and hopefully the listeners can confirm this.
Recording and live streaming, I believe. Straight to YouTube. I did manage to figure it out somehow. I don't know if it's going to the places that we want it to go, but it's going somewhere.
Worst case, we can just rip it back off YouTube. So fear not, almighty producer.
All right, yeah, cool. How come Tom's voice sounds so deep? Sounds deeper than usual. You sound like, there you go.
Ooh. I had to put on my bloody, pretending to know what I do in voice.
God, you can do a Tom voice. That's impressive, dude. Well done.
He's man-based cousin Tom Beast.
Yeah.
Tom Beast.
Yes.
Beast.
Yes. Tom Beast.
Well,
But yeah, back to the Furphys. I do know that story number one is real, and the way they followed it up is also a masterclass in how to handle social media. So well done,
Yes.
Sesame Street.
Big claps. Big claps for Elmo.
So it comes down to, do we have Drew? I might just give a quick rundown. Has Kermit's voice actor been fired, or are we getting a Disney Plus Swedish Chef cooking show? Just blindly out of hope, I'm going to say number 2 is the Furphy, because I hope Kermit's voice actor has not been fired, and I really want to watch the Swedish Chef try and cook something that is not chaos.
no, I got no idea. I'll go Kermit's voice actor just because why not? Yeah, that would be disappointing though, because who are you going to replace him with?
Well, they have apparently replaced him with Matt Vogel. He's another voice actor that's apparently voiced him in other TV shows and media throughout the years when Mr. Steve Whitmore wasn't available. But I'm sorry to say that he has been fired, and he's stepping down as the voice actor for Kermit.
Dude. Sorry, Steve. Can't believe it's come to this after 25 years.
Steve, we're so sorry, dude.
After 25 years, are we just going to say so long and good luck? Or are we just going to say so long?
Till next time. But the Furphy was indeed the Swedish Chef cooking show coming to Disney Plus.
Someone in Disney, please hire this man as an ideas man. I really want to watch that.
I reckon it would be great. I honestly think it would be great. He has been one of my favorite Muppets characters over the years. Just, I don't know, maybe it's because I was a chef, but he's just funny. He's just a really funny dude.
We could have like little guest appearances from Beaker and Dr. Bunsen.
Yes, needs to happen.
Needs to happen. Get on it, Disney.
Correct.
All right. Let's go move into my...
I just have a question for you. Tom, did you do the musical intro like we discussed last week? I was really keen to hear that. Oh, man.
We were going minimal tonight.
Maybe we'll do a musical outro instead.
Okay.
we can't let Drew go sad.
It's funny because like after we were discussing after the show last week, I was so excited. Like most of the week, like, oh, that'd be really cool. I wanna hear so what Tom pulls out his ass on his guitar.
Yeah. It's plugged in and ready to go, but I just thought, you know what? We'll bloody save that.
Mount Franklin getting cracked there on Drew's side.
Oh, we're popping them out Franklin today, boys.
Jesus.
We're both on the sparkles.
Both on the Franklins. Look out.
Must be nice to have name brand sparkling water.
To have that little hint of flavor.
Yeah. They're pretty cheap.
Right.
It's like $10 for a 10-pack. Not too bad. $1 each.
That's not bad. It's better than what you'd buy when you're at the the footy club, getting a can, watching the kid kick the ball around.
It's better than $5.50 for a bottle of water or whatever is at the moment, which is not to get political, but I'm not happy.
It's just you're paying for plastic.
Yeah, you go down the footy. Yeah, man, just one Mount Franklin, please, for me and the boys. So I'll get this round. I'll get this round, fellas. Everyone's like, oh, bloody, yeah, just one Mount Franklin. Thanks, mate. That'll be bloody beautiful.
But just on this topic, we've got these new beer taxes that have come in this week, and immediately places have started struggling as well. I've seen reports of people paying $17 for a pint.
Jesus Christ!
What are you talking about? Beer taxes? Is this a Furphy?
No, this is not a Furphy. This is a real thing. There's a new alcohol excise.
This is an outrage.
And then because of that, places like Hawker's Beer and Big Shed Brewery have had to go into voluntary administration, and a lot of places had to raise the price of the beer. But conveniently, wine is exempt. Funny that. Interesting.
Yeah, right.
It's because our beer's no good, but our wine's top tier.
I don't know. Our beer's pretty good.
Yeah, our beer is pretty good. But It's going
I
to be
guess
run
it-
into the ground if people have to keep paying $17 for a pint.
Well, no one can
Yeah, that's
pay $17.
a
Have
bullshizzle.
couple, like, it's a bit much.
That's a second mortgage.
Yeah, my first mortgage went to living in my cardboard box.
All right, onto my actual stories. I've taken a slightly different tact. I want to see if you guys. So you may remember I used ChatGPT last week for my furfies.
Hey, they're taking over.
I want to see if you guys can pick the story that was written entirely by ChatGPT today.
Wow.
Okay. Good idea, man.
Skynet
Yeah,
is
I like
now.
it.
The future is now. Story number 1. Singaporean chef replaces all front of house staff with AI and robot workers to revolutionize the hospitality industry.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Story number 2.
Unfortunately.
Salt Bay's restaurant charging nearly £700 for a steak cuts heating to save cash. And story number 3, $50 charge for poor parenting. Restaurant threatens fee for when kids don't behave.
See, like, I want that to be true because the place I've worked in some places that, like, you have an open kitchen and you can hear everything. And if there's like a mental child that's screaming, nothing makes your workplace worse than that. Like, you go to work some days to get away from the screaming kids, and to also have a screaming kid at your workplace, no good. Charge
Since
them
you
a
have a
$50
screaming
fee.
kid, though, can't you relate to being like, sometimes it just doesn't work out?
Oh yeah, for sure.
This is what,
As the
That's
sometimes
just me
it's
being a prick.
Yeah, as the non-parent in the group here, I am fully in favor of this fee.
Yeah, I can't be, because Lucas is great. You know, he's always good when we go out, but you know, I can't be a hypocrite and say that and then one day fall victim to it. Especially the second one. I don't know what they're going to be like. So there's no way I can say yes to it. You know, you just got to go with the flow sometimes when you're a parent. Just like, all right.
Very correct.
All right, let's go into the stories. Story number 1, the Singaporean chef. In a groundbreaking move, Chef Isabella Tan, the visionary leader of prestigious Michelin-starred restaurant Gastronova in Singapore, has embraced artificial intelligence, AI technology, leading to the replacement of all customer-facing positions. This revolutionary decision aims to redefine the traditional dining experience and enhance culinary creativity within the kitchen. Chef Tan, renowned for pushing the boundaries of gastronomy, expressed her enthusiasm for the AI integration, stating, "By automating routine tasks such as booking tables, seating customers, and placing orders, our business can redirect our focus towards crafting exceptional and exotic dishes that will undoubtedly elevate the overall dining experience for our patrons." Despite Chef Tan's optimism, local critic and prominent Singapore food personality David Lim voiced concerns about the potential loss of human touch in fine dining. Lim emphasized, while innovation is vital, we must be cautious not to sacrifice the warmth and personal connection that skilled staff bring to a dining establishment, as it is integral to the overall experience. Within the confines of Gastronova's menu, the Galactic Gastronomy dish emerges as a stellar example, with its fusion of molecular gastronomy techniques pioneered by chefs like Heston Blumenthal and rare global ingredients like the yuzu fruit from Japan. This culinary masterpiece reflects Chef Tan's unwavering commitment to pushing the boundaries of flavor and presentation. As patrons embark on this gastronomic journey at Gastronova, they are not merely witnessing the fusion of AI and culinary artistry, they are savoring a tantalizing preview of the future of dining in the digital age.
Yeah, if that was AI, that was very good. And Dan, if that was you, that was dog shit. No, I'm joking. Yeah. No, that's a very compelling story. But it would frustrate me if I went out, especially to like a fine dining place, and front of house is replaced with AI and all this. It's a bit a bit much. You need that human connection, especially when it's like an experience, like something like what going out to eat is. So yeah, that'll be frustrating if that is indeed not the Furphy.
Yeah, I'm sus on it, but I don't know. It does seem plausible.
Have you guys seen like the videos AI is able to do this week that's come out? It's insane. I've watched videos of like ships battling in a coffee cup and an ant going down into its colony and all that. It's just completely generated by AI. It's amazing. Like it's scary because I don't know, for me sitting at home just being like, make me a video of a flamingo doing a backflip over a dolphin, and it just does it. Well, that's pretty cool, but just all the implications that you can use it for, like rewriting history in some cases, or just making that video evidence is no longer good enough. We're going to be entering a very strange world in the next couple of years, if not the next month. Yeah, a little bit scary, but
I agree. There'll be a day that comes when there's an AI that is doing our podcast better than we are, and we'll be all really, really handsome and have like really clean, clear, crisp voices.
Are you saying we're not really, really handsome?
Well, I can't speak for myself. I can see you guys top tier, but you know,
crisp,
absolutely
crisp like an apple.
That might be AI because Dan's not a slideshow this week, so maybe AI is kicking in for him. That was so funny. Looking back at it, it was even worse on the video than when we could see. Like it was like every 5 seconds, it would just like swap a picture for Dan. It wasn't a video at all. It was so funny.
Beep, bop, beep, bop.
No, that's how I was actually moving in real time.
Yeah, you're doing like a very slow robot.
All right, on to the next robot story, Salt Bay.
A robot.
It may charge nearly £700 for its most expensive steak, but even the flamboyant, condiment-sprinkling chef Salt Bay's London restaurant has been forced to turn off the heating amid soaring energy bills. Nurserat Steakhouse, the outlet in the Park Tower Hotel in Knightsbridge, known for ridiculous dishes such as the 680-pound Wagyu strip loin or 630-pound giant tomahawk steak, so they had made an effort to cut costs despite recording a jump in profits. The company, which was founded by Salt Bay, a Turkish butcher turned steak monger whose real name is Nusret Gökçe, said pre-tax profits rose 44% to almost £3.3 million in 2022, as sales soared almost 66% to $13.6 million in accounts. Owners of the London Outpost, described by the Observer critic Jay Rayner as ludicrous, received dividends of up to $2.8 million, up from almost $2 million a year before. The restaurant has cut its price in recent years and ditched signature items such as the 1,450-pound gold-covered steak during this ongoing cost of living crisis. The only gold-covered menu on the item now is a $50 pistachio baklava. Sorry, 50 pounds. In its accounts, the group said it had sought to improve energy efficiency at an operational level, with efforts including turning off central heating after closing or during peak hours when heating demand is lower, and turning off lights during closing hours. The group said it also tried limiting the operational hours of the air curtain, the system used to prevent drafts through doors. It said it was committed to operational efficiency, and its London restaurant included LED lights and energy-saving installation. Thoughts on that one?
Thoughts on that one is Salt Bay is amazing. I don't care what anyone says. He's fantastic. I love that someone can be such a meme that they become like a full-blown business owner that just doesn't care about anything. But
Salt Bay's the meme guy. Gotcha. I didn't know who Salt Bay was.
He's the salt down the arm.
Just drizzling the salt. Yeah, gotcha.
And slapping the meat. He's a phenomenally good butcher though. Seeing him break things down in like actual proper technical videos is fantastic. Like he's really good at what he does.
When he's busy not invading the World Cup final soccer pitch.
Correct. But I do know how hard it is for businesses like that, especially luxury businesses when everyone's like cutting back. Like, I mean, there's always going to be rich people that will go out and splurge and spend money on whatever, but people won't do that one-off, oh, we'll save up, you know, me and the missus will go out for our one date night every now and then. They're just not doing it because people can't anymore. Yeah. I don't know what it's like anywhere else, but here in Australia, cost of living is ridiculous.
Insane.
So I'd deem that one wholeheartedly true, but I don't know. I'm probably wrong.
Yeah, I'm not. It's funny because when Dan said, "Oh, we got to guess which ones by chat, by AI," I'm more or less thinking about like how it's written and how like Dan read it rather than the story itself, because they're both plausible. Like, you know,
yeah,
both make sense to me. Or maybe they both don't make sense to me. Maybe that's why.
Who knows?
I don't know. We'll never know. But
if this other one is just a whole string of like unintangible syllables,
missing no, missing no,
we'll have him.
All right, let's go down to the third restaurant theme story. A restaurant in Georgia has stirred up controversy with a long-standing surcharge that calls into question some customers' parenting skills. Toccoa Riverside Restaurant adds a $50 surcharge on the bills of families whose children don't behave while at the establishment. The restaurant's owner, Tim Richter, told WSB that the charge is not new. It actually began during the COVID-19 pandemic. A warning posted at the bottom of the menu reads, "Adult surcharge for adults unable to present $, the Today Show reported. The menu is also posted on the restaurant's website. As pointed out online where the surcharge went viral, there is no exact amount listed. Richter said he had never had to use it as a threat to control kids until recently when a family came in with children who he said were running all over the restaurant, he told WSB off camera. Lindsay Landman thought Richter was joking when he told her of the charge. Landman, from Florida, was at the restaurant with her husband and 4 other families. In all, there were 11 children aged 3 to 8 years old. The kids were sitting at one end of the table and they were being so good, Landman told Today. I even commented halfway through the meal, I can't believe how well behaved they are. After dessert, some of the adults took the kids to the river. That's when Richter approached the table. She thought he was coming over to commend her on how well the children were doing. Instead, he announced he was going to charge $50 per bill at the table because she said they were being too loud and the kids were running around outside despite having adults with them. Landman said Richter was yelling. It was alarming. Landman's husband posted a review on Google about a week ago, giving the restaurant a 1-star review.
Oh, that's rough, man. Like, look, there are definitely some places where just kids shouldn't be when it comes to like eating out. Like, but if you go to maybe like, you know, the good old local Beachport pub, it's a family place. You can take your kids. Sometimes in the courtyard, the kids might be getting a bit rowdy and all that. And, you know, it might be a little bit annoying or a little bit loud for some other tables. But as long as it's not too bad, I don't see any harm in it. But
if it's on a riverfront, you'd imagine it's kind of that sort of establishment.
Yeah, potentially. But there are some places where, like, you know, you go, it's more fancy, it's more expensive. People are looking for maybe an intimate night out with their partner or whatever. And it's just like, you know, I think the parents need to know that that's just not a place you can take your kids. Like, I'd never take, you know, my kids to the barn or whatever. It's just not the place for toddlers. When there's like
take Lucas to the barn and get him a $1,450 steak
with a gold leaf.
I'll get
the chef to come out and slap it when it's on the table.
Can I get it in a doggy bag to go?
Slip it in. But yeah, no, that upsets me a little bit, that story.
Yeah. I don't know if you're trying to throw us off with the voices,
Yeah, he's trying
it
something new
like-
there, wasn't he? Compared to the other
He
stories,
was. Yeah.
he's getting a bit
Yeah.
of improv going on. Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
Yes, and that's right. It's yep. You got to stick to that.
Now, Tom, do you think that Dan, like, do you reckon any of the stories like read differently? So I have one in mind where I think it read differently. I don't want to put it in your mind what it was, but did any of them read differently? I don't know if it was Dan trying to throw us off or some voices or whatever, but just the way I felt like it was written, one particular story, it sounded a little bit different to me. That's the only way I'm sort of trying to figure out the AI situation he's got going on here. Dan's just a computer just spitting out gobbledygook, and we're trying
well,
to
I
make
know the
out
Dan
what it's-
bought 30,000, so
Dan bought 30,000. Yeah, it does say that there. What's Tom at dollar sign? What's that?
Tom ass.
Tom ass.
Oh, Tom S.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I don't. It's difficult for me because Dan, he's good at his presentations. Like he knows what he does. I'm terrible at it. On the other hand, like I just spew words. I couldn't really pick the difference. The only thing that spun me out is that Dan was doing voices in the last. He didn't do it for anything else, but like there was testimonies and there was characters popping up. But I reckon I'm going to go with story number 2. I think Salt Bay's been out of the news for a while. I think that Dan likes picking meme things.
He does, yeah.
So,
Salt Bay seems like something he would pick for a story to write up.
Just
Or
drop
chuck
that
into-
that in AI and let it do its thing. Yeah, that's my choice.
Also wonder, like, he did he go for a parent topic because he's dealing with
True,
boys?
playing to the weaknesses. That's right.
Yeah, because like then the emotionality comes out. I'm like, oh, play. No, not my
Bloody
little screaming,
hell.
not my screaming little fuck. No. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Just off what I was saying earlier, I'll try story number 1.
Ooh.
Something that just sounded different. I don't know what it was.
Let's just say the future is not now because Drew has picked it.
Hey.
Nice.
Had the
Yeah, so,
AI,
yeah.
the story about the AI, and made it fit, and it was weirdly positive. So, AI PR machine is already coming out.
That's right.
Just like, so AI is great. Don't know what you got to worry about. Look, I'm writing this shit for you right now. Come on, calm down.
I did think while he was reading out, I'm like, this is fucked. Like, there's no way that they would remove all that stuff, like people for machines. I just don't think they're ever going to be able to do it. But
I thought you guys also would have picked it. The name of the dish being the Galactic Gastronomy for a Michelin star restaurant.
Shit was weird, but I was willing to forgive it because Singapore's a different place. You're too good. You done gone fooled me, Dan.
The future is not now, but it is in 5 minutes.
The future is soon. Now, we didn't really get to like check in and see how you were doing there, Podfather.
Just kind of
Check
showed
in.
up and blew us all
How the
away.
fuck are you? Yeah.
I'm
What
not
the
too
fuck is
bad.
going on?
No, thanks for asking, boys. That's very polite of you. Thank you very much. Yeah, not
We
too
feel
bad.
like
We are
we
nothing if not polite.
We just dragged you in our fucking argument about real or fake news stories and didn't even see how you were doing.
Well, that's more than fair enough, boys. I came in late. It's it's just up to my courtesy to fit in with what you guys are doing. If I'm not on point enough to be there at the start, that's fair enough. So, but it is nice that you are asking how I'm going. I'm going well, boys. I'm enjoying recording the podcast. Recorded the House of Mario yesterday, which is fun. Got Josh on now for the House of Mario.
Congratulations.
So 1 has become DOS.
Yeah. Leveled up.
DOS. Yeah.
Player 2 has arrived.
I've got to play too. Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Articuno has been defeated by Zapdos.
All right.
Oh. Yeah.
A Diglett has become a Doug duo.
That would have been an interesting interesting one. All right, so I have some Furphys, boys. When I was getting when I was getting Lucas ready for
Bonus
bed.
episode.
Bonus episode. When I was getting Lucas ready for bed, Chantel was like, "Oh, have you got Furphys ready?" I'm like, "No, I don't." When I came in here, she was sat on the couch. She researched and looked some up, and she said, "Oh, do you have any themes?" I'm like, "No, don't worry about themes. Just chuck me some shit together so I can read it to the boys and see what they say." And she's like, "Oh no, I need a theme to sort of work it out." And I looked around the room. We have a little Spider-Man plush, so I said, "Spider-Man." So Spider-Man's the theme.
I like it.
So I've got no idea what these are until I'm going to find out at the same time you boys are.
You have to guess which one's the Furphy as well.
I know which one's the Furphy because it's labelled, but this is all Chantel's work. So I'll just go for the titles first, and then I'll read them out. They're only like a paragraph long each, so not too long. Taylor Swift recreates Spider-Man meme with ex-boyfriend Taylor Lautner and wife Taylor Lautner. Oh, that's right. They're both Taylors, aren't they?
Yes. Oh, I get it. The pointing thing. That's what they would be.
Yeah.
Taylor, and Taylor. That's fantastic.
But they don't look the same, I imagine. I actually don't know what female Taylor Lautner looks like. I know what male Taylor Lautner looks like.
Exactly the same. Just with blonde hair.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll be interesting too. Next one is Sydney Sweeney believes her role Spider-Woman is in the MCU. So I got no idea what even that means, to be honest with you.
It's about
the Madam Web.
The world's new best movie ever, Madam Web.
Oh, that's from Madam Web. Okay.
I've seen that being ripped to pieces.
It's actually kind of wholesome seeing the entire internet come together just to rip this one movie to shreds.
Yeah.
Is it? I feel like the internet just shits on everything, and people can't be happy. I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Everyone's just united, and this is the worst movie I've ever seen.
I'm gonna hold out until I
see
the
Morbining.
I mean, they like the Venom movie. Like they have every bit of material to make a pretty wicked movie, and it was just like it was worse than okay. So
my personal theory is that Sony is making these movies as bad as possible so they can keep the IP rights and they can market them on being memes.
I'll be right back. How to unwatch Venom. Yeah. The second one didn't get any better. But anywho. Sorry, we're derailing.
I haven't seen the second one.
Terrible.
That's on my list to do right afterwards. And the last story is Margaret Robbie wears Spider-Man inspired dress to the BAFTA Awards. So
interesting.
All right.
Interesting.
So a bit more context for Taylor Swift. Recreates Spider-Man meme with ex-boyfriend Taylor Lautner and wife Taylor Lautner. Taylor Lautner and Taylor Lautner attended Taylor Swift's concert before posting a photo to social media recreating the iconic Spider-Man meme where three Spider-Man characters point at each other as the main claim to be the real Spider-Man. Fans of the celebrities called it hilarious. Taylor Lautner, the Twilight star, also delighted fans by performing a backflip on stage as a surprise guest appearance at the concert. So there you go.
There you go.
Crazy stuff. Doing a backflip. Sydney Sweeney believes her role, Spider-Woman, is in the MCU. Sydney Sweeney played the role of Julia Cornwall, aka Spider-Woman, in the latest film from Sony's Spider-Man universe, Madam Web. The film received major criticism for its underwhelming plot, thinly written characters, and wooden acting. In the recent interview, Sweeney revealed that she was excited to be a part of the MCU. Fans began pitying the Euphoria actress for not knowing the difference between the SSU or the MCU. Who's going to tell her?
Actually, I'd also heard something similar as well, that Dakota Johnson, who plays the main character of Madam Web, her agent sold her the film on it being MCU, and then she started filming and found out it wasn't.
Yeah, right. That's rough.
So her agent was promptly fired.
Big rip.
I just got another message from Chantel saying sorry. She said, sorry, they're so girly. Like,
You know what? It's perfect.
Yeah.
I've got no idea where we're going.
They're pretty good. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't know anything about Taylor Lautner or Sydney Sweeney or whatever. Because, yeah, I know Chantel likes like her movies and all that. So she's a bit switched on when it comes to some of this stuff. Maybe she likes Spider-Man. I can't get her to watch the Spider-Verse movies, though, like the best ones. Have you boys watched them?
They are good,
They are very good.
I can't get her to watch them. She doesn't want to watch it purely because it's cartoon, and that upsets me.
Yeah,
just get her to put them on for Lucas. Well, she can't escape.
It's not a bad idea. We watched the amazing, was it Spidey and His Amazing Friends, like the kids' cartoon Spider-Man?
Yep.
Because I put on like the 90s cartoon or the 80s cartoon or whatever it was, and they're just punching the fuck out of each other for like 20 minutes. I'm like, maybe not. They're just beating the shit out of each other, and the Vulture comes and Spider-Man's just like webbing him, and he comes up and just punches him in the face, and he falls to the ground. Like, yeah, probably not. I'm gonna be the one the copper punched to the face by a 2-year-old. So put on Spidey, and it's really weird because the Green Goblin's in it. But he's like an actual dude. He's like an actual goblin. Like he's just like a goblin who goes around just throwing pumpkin like slime balls at people, and that's
delicious.
Bad thing he does. But it'd be hilarious to like put on the third Spider-Man movie in the MCU where like the Green Goblin comes in and just like blows up a building and kills Aunt May. that'll be a hell of an up, just punch in the face like, oh shit, Green Goblin. He's a bad man.
He's a bad man.
He's a bad man. All right. And last story, Margaret Robbie wears Spider-Man inspired dress to the BAFTA Awards. Barbie star Margaret Robbie, who is a self-described Spider-Man fan, uses the red and blue web suit as an inspiration for her Vera Wang dress at the 2004 BAFTAs, British Academy Film Awards. The elegant floor-length gown featured lab-grown diamonds in a webbed pattern turned heads on the red carpet, although some onlookers believe a Barbie-inspired pink dress would have been more tasteful. Fair enough.
Well, I know what I'm thinking, but what are you thinking, Tom?
Well, the depth in the clothing suggests that Chantel may have written the last one, but I'm thinking it's the Taylor Swift triple Taylor meme.
I'm thinking it's Margot Robbie since Drew slightly slipped up in there. We've gone back in time to 2004.
I think it may have just been words that he's not used to ogling.
That's just my reading ability. I don't know if that's... I read the other ones all right, though. So, yeah, you might be onto something there. Maybe we'll blame Chantel's writing if that's the Furphy.
Oh. Can't believe you've done this, Chantel, but I'm going number 3 just based on 2004.
Oh, let's say 2004. It says 2024.
That's right. I'm already locked in. Let's go number 3.
I'm sticking with number 1. I think the Taylor Swift thing's topical. Yeah, we'll go with that. Number 1.
All right. I can confirm the Furphy was
the tension.
Yeah, just to really build it up.
Just really building it.
Yeah, it's number 3. Dan got it
right. Nicely done. I am over 2.
She did a good job, though. That was good.
She did really well.
She did.
Yeah. I don't know what I would have picked out of those ones.
We're going to have to invite her to the pub one of these days.
If it wasn't for the 2004 thing, I would have genuinely been like, I don't recall seeing Taylor Lautner in anything for like the last 15 years other than one Furphy that we did. So
true.
Well, that was my fault. It does say 2024, so I just I fucked that.
Oh man,
Got him.
Sorry, boys.
got him.
But yeah,
Bloody well done.
well, bloody nice, boys.
Not bad for an episode we just threw together.
Yeah,
Not-
Dan's gone slideshow again.
Hell yes, Sideshow Dan. Need to grow the hair out.
It's a work in progress. Start walking around with like a bone through my hair.
Do it. I dare you.
You can if you want, man. It looks like a fuck it, but you can if you want.
Hey, if I'm going to go the full sideshow, I've got to follow in Sideshow Mel's footsteps.
Yes,
true.
true.
Which I'm not really sure how someone with a bone through their hair fits into the whole clown theme of Krusty the Clown, but whatever works.
Bloody hell, we're good. We're just really good. Doing this own
bunch
thing.
of boys.
I just want to say, like, since I came here late, I'm not the host, so it's up to one of you guys to move things along. I'm just sort of sitting here. Just
shit. Oh god, the pressure. Oh god. Well,
I'm just enjoying it.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Chaos, listeners. Thanks for joining us in the pub on this Tuesday night. Maybe a Wednesday, maybe a Thursday, whenever you're listening to it. Let us know in the Discord.
We're alcoholics. We do as we please.
But for joining us tonight, we're going to give you a special treat on the way out.
Oh, hell yeah.
A special musical performance from one Thomas McRobert. Take us away.
No.
Once was a boy living in a dam and it was all wet and slimy. Keep going. Hops and bops and he slops.
Tasty.
Look out, it's Mario.
Good old Mario.
Mario.
March 10 is his real name. That isn't a resolution sound. I don't know what is. Good night from the pub. Get out of here. It's fucking last drinks.
They're saying a lock-in. Go home already.
All right. How do I thing?
Crackin Furphys is lovingly crafted and recorded in the southeast of South Australia. The show is produced and hosted by me, Drew Agnew, and my co-hosts are Ash Wallace, Daniel Treadray, and Thomas McRobert. If you enjoy my work here as well as on my other podcasts, The House of Mario, Encore at The House of Mario, and A Drew Story, help spread the word by sharing us with a mate or leaving a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. If you would like to show further support and help me achieve my goal of freeing up one working day a week to spend more time refining and creating podcasts, please consider checking out patreon.com/iDruby, where for only $1 you get access to my secret recordings where I share everything behind the scenes. A big thank you to the legend DJ for supporting the content at the podcast producer level on Patreon. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.